it's Crystal. Welcome to my channel, Bagoday Crochet, where we talk about everything that is yarn crochet related. And I have many tutorials, so if you like that type of thing, please do hit that subscribe button. All right, so today is 12/15/2024. I will ask you right off at the beginning. As of this video right now, I am using a new camera. So if you notice anything different, such as video quality not being as good or sound quality not being as good, please let me know in the comments so I can adjust it accordingly. That's the only way I would know if you guys let me know. I know everybody's devices are different, so everybody might not see the same, but overall I'll try to take, if anybody has any, if it's not working well for a lot of people, then I'll know that I gotta adjust some stuff, right? All right. So, do you guys want to look at some hooks? I haven't done a hook opening in a long time. If you're new to my channel, I'm a big time collector of like tons and tons of stuff. I'm what you would call a hoarder, but I prefer to be called a collector of many things. One thing though, one of my larger collections is crochet hooks. I have a very large collection of crochet hooks. I collect old ones and new ones in any brand. There are I do like the vintage older ones better. Those are the ones I strive to get the most. But I collect them all. It doesn't matter to me. I know a bit about a few brands, when I'm looking for hooks, I'm looking for old hooks. And then I'm looking for the brand that I use the most, which is Hero. The second one, which is Gem, G-E-M. They don't make either one of those anymore. And then I would say that my third favorite that I'm looking for are old boy hooks. Now, I like old Susan Bates, and I like really old hooks too, that they don't make anymore. I collect all brands, every brand, but those are probably the ones I look for the most. But don't get me wrong, I love all hooks. All hooks. But I mainly just use Hero. And once in a while you'll catch me using a Gem. Every once in a while. They're a lot harder to find nowadays. Okay, so why don't we begin? So, I always look at, there's online auctions. You can find online auctions all over the internet, all right? They're all over the place, all the time. And sometimes I'll come across one and I'll see that it has sometimes it'll have a little yarn with it. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll have books. Sometimes it won't. But sometimes I'll look and I'll see just like a pile of hooks in the corner, right? And I can never really tell where a pile of hooks is strung out. I can never really tell what hooks are in them, and that's kind of the surprise of it. So if I see an auction that has like a pile, and it looks to be like some of them could be old, just hooks, and crochet hooks in general, and I can get them pretty cheap, I'll buy them. I'll take a little, sometimes I get nothing, and sometimes I get some good stuff. So you never really know. Enough, huh? You're like, just open the box. So, like I said, you can find online auctions all over the place on the internet. You just gotta look. So why don't we open up this box and hope. Like I said, you never know. It could be all new hooks in here. That's okay. I have tons of hooks, or it could maybe, I'll find a Hero or a Gem, because that's what I always strive and look for. I've been collecting Hero hooks since I was a little girl, because that's what I learned to crochet on. Okay. Let's check it out, shall we? I'm pretty excited. All right. This box is dirty. Them dang UPS and FedEx trucks. Some of them are so dirty, and some of them are just extraordinarily clean. This one's a dirty one. Oh, all that packaging for a little package of hooks. Well, there are some hooks in here. I love to talk about yarn a lot. I love to teach crochet a lot. I really, really, really love to talk about hooks. I do have a tutorial for that blanket in the back. Oh my gosh, that is one of the prettiest chevrons. The colors on it are so gorgeous. So that's a type of, it's a type of a granny, lace granny ripple, ripple / chevron. You can find that on my channel, the tutorial. It's super easy. I mean, it's super easy. You don't have to even have to make a blanket out of it. You can make anything you want. Shawls, scarves, whatever. It is called First Rock from the Sun, which we all know is the planet Mercury. And if you know anything about me, you know Freddie Mercury is my idol. Greatest singer that ever was. That is now. Well, he's passed away. And that ever will be. Well, in my opinion anyways, you know. I do have a tutorial for this hat as well. This is called My Stitch Sampler Beanie. You can find that on my YouTube channel. Oh my, these are just falling out. Why don't I just dump it on my desk? Come on, please be some old ones in here. I don't know about this one. Okay. Where do we begin? I don't even know where we begin. Okay, first off, we have a boy. I taught myself the crochet hook set. I can usually date things pretty well. Okay, so this is new, and it is not anything. It's just old. I mean, you can go to Walmart. It's not old. You can go to Walmart and buy this right now. So none of the hooks are old. These are all made in China. Boy hooks. Unfortunately, boy are all made in China now. Which is nothing wrong with that. It's just they were made. The old ones were made the best. So I always and same with Susan Bates. I think I don't use Susan Bates, but I think they might be made. Are they made in Mexico now? You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. And the old ones are the USA made ones. I'm not certain, but anyways. So there's nothing new or nothing old or vintage about this, which is fine. I might give I think I know someone I can give this to, actually. Although I am a crochet hook collector of all kinds, I can just go to Walmart and buy that again. So I'm going to set that over there. I mean, that's okay, fine. I don't know how much that is at Walmart. Maybe 15 bucks or something. If I had to guess, I don't know. I'm just taking a guess. Okay. All right, let's see what we got now on these hooks here. I'm gonna try. I like to talk hooks, man. We talk hooks, like, oh, you know, I'll tell you about the history of what I know about them. I know the most about Boy, Jim, and Hero. No, I don't know like the history of Susan Bates too much, but I do know a bit, I guess. And other hooks, but you know. Well, let's start out with this. We got a boy, and I can tell this is a size N, so I can tell by the way it's written. So you can usually date hooks, sometimes by the finish, by the way it's written, the way boy is written, and then the markings on the back on how it's written. So this is made in the United States, and this is an N. Well, I know they didn't come out with the N hook to probably late 50s, early 60s, something like that. And also the boy has no quotation marks around it. The older boys have quotation marks around it. They stopped putting quotation marks around aluminum hooks in 1962. But the way the boy is written, I can still tell that it's an older, it's not extremely old, but you know, it's probably from the 80s. All right, this hook is probably from the 80s. That would be my best guess on that one. Remember, I'm just taking guesses from just experience. All right, here's a couple good examples of some boys right here of the, okay. You see the way, these are both aluminum hooks, all right, from boy. So, you see the one on the bottom has quotation marks around the boy, and the one on top it does not. But the boy is still written in the same manner. So what this tells me is that this boy on the bottom was made prior to the year 1962. And the one on the top after 1962. Well, they didn't come out with aluminum hooks that were colored. I think until 1947, and then they only had them in like 4 colors maybe. I think it was a few different colors of blue and maybe silver or something. But anyways, so I know that this one right here with the quotations was made probably, it had to have been and it's price stamped as well. Made in the US, price stamped, size J. So I would going to date this since it has no quotations, but it's not the color of the first aluminum hooks that they came out with. Probably late 50s with that price stamp on it. Nice, nice find. And this one, since it does not have the price stamp, and it's still made in US and still has the same boy written in the same manner, but it doesn't have quotations. I know it's made after 1962. 80s, probably same as the N. That would be my guess. All right, this boy right here, you see that boy is written on there. That is a new boy, brand spanking new. I can go to Walmart and buy that right now. That is the boy logo as of today. This is made in China. It's not made in the US. And also you can tell by the size on the back. Now you see it says I 5.25 millimeter. Now, most of us know an I as a 5.5 millimeter because that is a standard I hook size. For some reason, boy, you know, got a wild hair. Well, they just, you know, they sold their company, but it was probably about between 5 to 7 years ago. They decided that they would change their hook sizes to not standard. So the eyes that you see nowadays made from boy are a 5.25 instead of the standard a 5.5 millimeter. So yes, new boy, brand new. I can go buy it at Walmart right now. Plastic, off-brand plastic. That's okay. That's all right. Okay. We got a steel boy. Now, they stopped putting the quotation marks around the steel boy in around 1925, the steel, and remember 1962 on the aluminum. But I can tell you, looking at this hook, by the way that they have the number signs in the boy, and flipping it over to the other side, how it says made in the US. A right there written on it, that this hook, it was made in the 80s. Nice. You never know what you can find in a lot of hooks. You never know. That's what I like about it. Most of the time, you know, I'm always looking for heroes and gems. That's what I'm looking for. But there was always a hook that I was looking for that I didn't have in my collection. I didn't have it. But it was a hook that I always called a pipe dream because it's a rare hook. And, you know, I called it a pipe dream because, you know, out of all the hooks I had bought in my time. I started collecting hero when I was a little girl. But after that, you know, I started collecting a massive amount of crochet hooks that I collect. I do not sell. Please don't ask me to sell any of these because I don't sell. But I do buy. I am a buyer of hooks because I am a collector. And there was always one that, you know, when I bought a lot of hooks, I'm like, hey, just maybe, that one hook could be in there. Never really thought it'd be in there, you know. That's my pie. It was just a pipe dream. Never thought I'd ever find it. But I always just looked just in case, you know. You never know, right? Well, it is the Etched Boy. Now, Boy came out with their company in 1906, but they didn't introduce steel crochet hooks until 1917. In the year 1917, they etched the word boy into the hook. So if you rub across it, you can feel it, but you can feel that it's etched into the metal instead of being stamped on like the hooks that you see today. So you can see that it's clearly raised and stamped, that boy. This one is etched into the metal and it has the quotation marks on it. So I had never ever seen an etched boy until I think it was on a video here. I found one about messed up my, just about messed my pants because it was such a find for me. And then not long after that, one of my friends here on YouTube who watches me, her name is Pam, actually sent me an etched, a little bundle of hooks, and etched, and it had, she sent me an etched boy, as well. But she didn't know it. There was actually 2 etched boys in the lot that she sent me. So counting the one that I had found for the first time, and then the 2 that Pam sent me, I had a total of 3 etched boys that I never thought I would ever find. Now, so like I said, the boy is etched in it. It'll have quotation marks, and on the back there will just be one number, and it will be etched in as well. And this is their oldest hook that boy made, which would have been right at the year of 1917. So it is an old hook. It is one of the rarest boys that you will find, and by golly, I'm lucky to have 4 of them now. I consider myself very lucky. And Pam, I want to thank you again for sending me the ones that you sent me. I will never forget that you did that. It really, really, she actually had sent it, or had found it or something at the same time that I had found mine in my lot when she was watching the video, I guess, and she didn't get it sent on time. I can't remember, but I thank you still. I appreciate it. And my etched boys, so like I said, you never know what you're going to find. I never thought in a million years I'd get an etched boy in this. I don't ever think that I'm going to get an etched boy. One time before this, I found an etched boy, and it wasn't just so recently. And then Pam sent me 2, and this would be my 4th one. Very, very nice 1917 etched boy. I keep my etched boys and a couple other hooks in different spots than I keep all my other hooks. But that's a very good find. I may not seem ecstatic about it, but I am. I think I'm just a little bit like, I cannot believe that I just found another etched boy. One of the oldest, the oldest boy hook that they made in this pile of hooks right here. I don't think that my mind has comprehended that yet. Maybe in a bit. All right, so here we got a Susan Bates. Now, I can't tell you a whole lot about Susan Bates, but I can tell you that this is made in the USA. So it is an older one because they're no longer made in the US. I do believe they're made in Mexico now, if I'm correct. But yes, this is size, aluminum size E. Susan Bates has the tape, or the inline head, as you can see. I can't use inline hooks. I can't use Susan Bates, but I still collect them. Like it. And then we got another boy here. Okay, this is a size F, made in the US. So by the writing and the color of the hook and everything, probably 80s, same as the other ones. Nice. An etched boy. Another etched boy. I got 4 etched boys now. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I'd ever get 1. Thanks to Pam sending me 2. Wow. That was a good find for this whole lot. I mean, if I don't find anything else in this lot, actually, I think, if I don't find anything else, it was still worth what I paid for that etched boy, for me, because, like I said, I collect, and to have etched boys in my collection was something that I always thought that would never happen, Now I have 4. Can't believe it. All right, so we have a Susan Bates size D. This is a new one. You can go buy these now. This is made in Mexico. So, new Susan Bates. New boy. See that? Buy that at Walmart right now. It's over there. New Steel Boy. Go buy that at Walmart right now. Okay. We got the boy in quotations with a price stamp. So I know it was made before 1962, but the color and the finish does not coincide when they first came out with the aluminum line. I think in, what did I say, 46 or 47, so probably 50s. Something like that. Nice find. Take that. All right, let's see. Susan Bates, plastic. New, made in Mexico. New hook. New one. Susan Bates. Susan Bates, yeah. Made in Mexico. New one. Oh! New boy. They changed their ends to 10 millimeters instead of 9. Boy! New one. Go buy that at Walmart. New Susan Bates. Alright. Alright. Okay, we got an older boy still in a package. Nice. So this is a size J. I'm not going to open it. It does not have the quotations on it though. And I'm going to guess that this is from the 80s by the way the boy is written on it, as well as, yeah, that'd be my guess. 80s. A lot of the 80s hooks, I guess, and new ones in 80s. All right, we got some. These are Red Heart brand hooks. Plastic Red Heart brand. Actually, that's probably what this one is as well. So yeah, Red Heart plastics. All right, those plastic ones are not new, or not. They're not old. They're not like new, but 90s probably, maybe. Yeah, probably in the 90s. You know what that is? New boy. New Susan Bates, made in Mexico. All right. We got a set of steel Susan Bates. And these are new. Made in Mexico. New. Okay, we got like a Tunisian Afghan hook here. And it's a boy. Made in the US. I don't know. Probably 80s on that as well. Look at those. It's another double-headed. Tunisian Afghan hook. Tunisian Afghan hook. There's no brand on it, so probably an off-brand. I don't know. We got a Susan Bates. This is a older style Tunisian Afghan hook. Before, like I said, I can't really date that because it's Susan Bates, but I do know that it is made in the US, so it's a bit older. Alright, then we got some good old plastic and new plastic boys. Well, it's newer. Look at that inline. Plastic. All these plastics. New plastics. Okay, lots of newer plastic hooks. Put them to the side. All right. I'm gonna whip out a tape measure on this one. Or I'll just use this right here. Plastic. Sometimes they trick you with those bone ones. They try to tell you they're bone. A bone will be exactly 5 inches. This was short, so it's plastic. They'll either be shorter or longer if they're plastic most of the time. Plastic. Wait, I know it's got the decorative edge like a lot of bone hooks, but it's a plastic hook. It's not 5 inches. All right. All right. Plastic boy. Older plastic boy. Not extremely old. Probably, actually, it is a little bit older. '50s. Yeah, they made plastic boys back then. Believe it or not, they did. I can only tell it's older because it's got the quotations on it. So this would mean that this would be before 1962. But after 1935, I think they introduced their plastic line in 1935. So yeah, it's plastic, but I'm gonna get up here with the new boy. Lots of new boys. Same in as I got before, probably 80s. Take it. New boy. All right, I'm gonna set this to the side. I'll talk with you about that one in a second. Let's go through here. New suits and made. It's made in Mexico. New boy. See, yeah, that's the way it's written. Go to Walmart and buy that right now. Okay, and we got a size H made in the U.S. Boy with quotations, so I know it was made prior 1962, but this was not the color that the aluminum first came on in, so probably 50s. I'll take it. I'll take them all. Okay, this one I will have to do a little bit of research on that. Got a little weird, but it just says made in India. Size I, USA. So it's not made in the US, it's made in India. I don't think that this is a old hook, but I do, it's not old, but it's probably a little older, but it does have some wear on it. It has a slight bend in it. It has seen a lot of use for it probably not being, if I had to take a guess, not knowing too much about it's probably in the 80s as well. It's taken a lot of use though. The metal has worn off. So yeah. A lot of use on that hook for the age. Inline. Off-brand. New boy. Boy, oh boy, is this fun. Now, what am I going to find in this bunch of hooks? We got a size I Afghan hook. Unbranded. We got a 14 karat gold plated. Oxmoor House. Nice. I like that one. This took a lot of use, a lot of wear. It is in line though. I like the used ones. The gold plating has been rubbed off from all the use that it's had. I'm gonna say this is probably 80s. A lot of 80s. I'm just guessing on that one. On that though, off-brand plastic. Off-brand plastic. New Susan Bates, made in Mexico. We got a off-brand tapered, no brand. And we got a brand new boy, size J. Go to Walmart and buy it now. And we got a nail, I guess. Plastic. Again. It's an old plastic boy. Woohoo. Again, like the other one. Quotations, so between 35 and 62. Yeah. Take that. And we got a hero hook. That's what I always strive for. So I got a made in the USA size K hero. They made hero in Germany, and they made them in the US. I do collect both of them. Nice. Heroes go somewhere else because they're the ones I use. Susan Bates, made in Mexico. New Susan Bates. You can go if you want. I just love looking at the old hooks. Boy, made in the U.S. You know, I like the USA made hooks the best, but after the quotations, 80s again. That's gonna be my guess. A lot of these hooks are from the 80s. Or they're new. New Susan Bates, made in Mexico. Susan Bates. Oh, older, made in the U.S. Nice find. And we got a boy. Again, exact same. Says made in the USA on one side, and you got the boy without quotations with the two numbers of the size on each side of it. Tells me that it is from the 80s. And, okay. Now this one's a bit different. You can see that it does not have quotations. But remember, they did not put quotations on boy on the steel. They stopped putting them on the steel in 1925. Now this one says US and it's price stamped. It's going to tell me that this is probably from the 50s. It's a guess. Susan Bates, made in Mexico. It's new. Susan Bates, made in the U.S. It's not new. I can't tell you a date on that. I'm going to have to do some more research on Susan Bates. And we got the Red Heart, probably from the 90s. Plastic hook. Oh, we got a new boy. No, we don't. We got a newer boy. This is a newer boy. Probably one of the last that they made. One of the last that they made in the U.S. before they sold off before they sold off their company to China. 90s. Early 90s. And we got a K plastic hook from Lion brand. Alright. We got Afghan hooks again. Canadian hooks, whatever you want to call them. Unbranded. This one is a boy. Made in the U.S. Take it. Put that back up there. Sorry. I'm almost done here. Then I got a gripper on it. Susan Bates. Made in the U.S. Susan Bates with the wooden grip. Can't use you, Susan Bates, but I will collect you because you're made in the USA. Another one. Susan Bates, made in the USA with the wood handle. I'm going to go with my Susan Bates box for collection. Alright, new boy. See the writing on it? Buy it at Walmart. Boy. This is a made in US size cake. So, like I said, they didn't come out the K to like 56 or 57. Color is older. There's no quotations. So, 80s. That's my guess. I'm just taking a guess. Taking a guess. And we got an off-brand hook here. No brand. So, probably a newer hook. We have a new boy. Go to Walmart to buy you. I can go to Amazon and buy you right now. But why would I? Because I have you. Don't need to buy you. Another off-brand. Unbranded. Okay. I'm almost done here. Showed you those fake looking, plastic looking bone things. Alright, let me gather up the ones I got left and then I'll be on my way. So, we got, oh, I already showed you that one, didn't I? Okay. Okay, I'm almost done here. This is all I got left. We have a new Susan Bates, made in Mexico. And then we got one of those rug hook things, you know. Made in China, new. Okay. And then we have another Susan Bates with the wooden grip, made in the USA before they sold to another company. Or they didn't really sell, I guess, before they were made in the Mexico. So that's the older style. Some people prefer the older ones, some people prefer the newer ones. It's a off-brand hook. Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me! Another etch boy. How lucky could Bagoday be today? 2 etch boys. Can't believe it. You know how much I love these hooks that I found today. So I keep my etch boys elsewhere as well. I can't believe I found 2 etch boys. Both same size though. In the same lot. 1917. First boy they made. Gives me a total of 5 etch boys. What a good lot. 2 etch boys. 1 etch boy would have made my day, but I got 2 etch boys and a hero. My gosh. My gosh. It makes up for all these brand new Susan Bates that are made in Mexico. And all those brand new boy that are made in China. Alright, new Susan Bates made in Mexico. Boy. Alright, look at this one. Okay, we got another boy here, and you can see no quotations, so you know it was made before after 1925. Numbers on each side, but the back does not say made in the USA. It just says USA. 1970s. 1970s is that's how they printed that, USA on it. And it was in the 1980s they switched it to say made in the USA. So nice. New Susan Bates, made in Mexico. Boy, made in the US, size G, no quotations. 80s. That's my guess. Considering I'm just taking a guess that that's about the time that all of them were made. Alright, so we got a, okay. So we have a, you can see the boy on it is written with the quotation. So that tells me it was made before 1962. And also, it's a size H, made in the US, price stamped. And this is one of the colors that they made their first aluminum hooks in. So, between 1947 to 62. Like it, like it. Plastic hook and a darning needle. Or a yarn needle, whatever. Offering. I'm down to 2 and you're kidding me. I got another etched. Are you kidding me? I got 3 etched boys in this lot. That is so, like, the most unbelievable thing I have ever seen. That is unreal. Huh. Huh. New boy. Wow. All right. I had one more hook I was going to tell you something about. Just. All right. I was going to tell you a little bit about this hook right here. So, this is a boy hook. And as you can see, it has quotations around it. And on the back, it's just a plain J. And it is silver. And as you can see, it has a considerable amount of wear of where the paint has just, it's come off. Okay, it's easily scratched off. Okay, I can tell you a little bit about this. Yes, a very, very used hook. I like them like that though. Now, what's special about this hook is, now this is an aluminum hook, an aluminum J. And since they didn't come, they came out with aluminum hooks that were anodized, the paint, which means that the paint on them is so strong, you know, it's hard to wear and scratch. You can't scratch it off, see? And this is not like that. So I know that they did come out with a silver hook. Like I said, the first colored ones that they came out with were the blue, like 3 different colors of blue and a silver. They had that anodized finish on them to where it would, if it was finished like that, it would not have this much wear on it. You can see all the wear on it. See all that? So this leads me to believe that this has a lacquer finish on it. They used the lacquer finish on their aluminum hooks. Now back then, would have been in 32 to 35, 36 maybe. They lacquer finished their aluminum hooks, and they were all silver. They didn't have no colored aluminum hooks back then. And being that this, you know, it has the quotations on it still. It is a silver aluminum hook. The way the J has nothing else on it, the way it's stamped, and the way it has such a considerable amount of wear, and the paint is, or it's just coming off, leads me to believe that this is a lacquered hook before they anodized them. So this would be made probably around 32, maybe in between 32 and 36 before they switched over to the anodizing their hooks. They lacquered their aluminum, and they didn't hold up. That's why you see so much wear on this one. Now you can find hooks nowadays that have a considerable amount of wear, even though they are, you know, anodized. I use one all the time. I use a my Hero that was anodized, and the wear is different on them. This one, the wear is just not like a rubbing off of the paint from being used. It's actually a chipping off of the color. So you can tell that this was a lacquered finish hook from the mid-30s. Nice find. I like that one. That's it. So what a great find, huh? What a great find. I do want to show you one more thing, though. One more thing before I go. Now, I mentioned that these... That's that old one, huh? Okay. I mentioned Now I can't even find it. I can't even find the one I want to show you. Okay, give me a second here. Dang it. Yeah. I mentioned that this was from the 80s. I could tell by the markings and the way it said made in the USA on the back. I do want to mention though, there was a time prior to that they did put made in the USA just like that on the back before they switched to something different. It was their World War II gunmetal hooks. I mentioned these before. This is one of them. And as you can see, it says made in the USA the same way. Now, you know, during World War II, they confiscated all steel and everything. And but Boy made these hooks. And they're gunmetal colored. And they have some type of oxidized coloring on them. And they were made for about between 3 and 5 months only. So again, this is probably the you can find these. You can find these. They're not worth tons of money, but it's just an interesting piece to have, knowing that the only company that was making hooks at this time during World War II was Boy, and they only made them for in between 3 and 5 months, and this is one of them. So this is what they'll look like. They'll be black or gunmetal color. They'll be steel. And they will say made in the USA on the back and the number Boy written on the front without quotations, and the two numbers there on the side. So if you have one of these, keep it. Like I said, they're not worth like tons of money, $20 maybe, but it's good it's good for history. So I have quite a few of these. I already had quite a few of these, and then I've had my good friend Thrift sent me some, and I think Pam actually sent me those that had a World War II, if I can remember right. But yes, I do have several of these, but it is a good find when you find them, considering that they weren't made for very long. It's a good find. Good find. I didn't find this in this lot. I just want to show you that there was a time that they still said made in the USA. It was when they made their World War II gunmetal hooks for 3 to 5 months during World War II. So what a great find. I think I found a lot of new Susan Bates, a lot of new Boy, a lot of Boys from the 80s, 1 or 2 from the 50s. Pretty confident. This is from the mid-30s, almost. Yeah, I'm confident on that one. I can tell by the way that it was. The paint is just, it's gone. And then I found a hero. Oh, but the prize of them all. Is it the prize or is the hero the prize? Three Edge Boys. Never in my wildest dreams. I never thought that they would come, that I would ever find one. I did find one though. And then I was sent a couple more. But I never thought I'd find any more, let alone 3 in the same lot. What a good find. What a good find. I consider this a win for me. Even if I would have only found one Etched Boy, that is the oldest Boy hook that they've ever made, I found 3 of them in here. 3 of them. Good find. Hero. Excellent find, considering this is my favorite hook, and it is almost the only one that I will ever use. And it's a K. Nothing wrong with the K. I use Ks. And I think this one from probably, that's lacquered J hook with the paint running off of it. I like that. I like that. I might use that. It's got a lot of paint missing up here, or finish is off of it up here. But like I said, it's not from usage. It's not from usage. It's just you can scrape it. So that tells me that it is a lacquered finish hook from the mid-30s. Nice. What a find. What a find. Yeah, that's fun. Sorry if it was boring to you, but I had a good time. I always love going over hooks, teaching people about stuff, you know. So, I mean, you guys probably, if you know anything about any of these hooks that I didn't know anything about, You let me know in the comments. Okay, this one right here, the Oxmoor house, the 14 karat gold plated. I said that did I say it's probably from the 80s? That's what I guessed by the look of it. I just took a quick little peek on the internet because I had not. I don't have any of these in my collection, which is excellent. Let's check the length on that though. Yeah, 5.5, 5.5 on the nose. Genuine Oxmoor, yeah, Oxmoor house, 14 karat gold plated. So yeah, these are from the 80s, and you can tell it is an inline hook. That's a nice find. People selling them on eBay for about 40 bucks a piece, but like I said, I'd never sell it. Not in a million years. I wouldn't sell it. Not one of these hooks. Even if I can go buy it at Walmart now, I still wouldn't sell it. I'm a collector. I like this. So this is good. Another prize. 3H boys. A Hero, that 1935 lacquer J. It's nice. And this, because I never had one, didn't really know much about it, so I just looked it up. Interesting. I like it. I do have some 14 karat gold plated boy hooks, but none of this brand. Got one. It's always nice to add a new hook to your collection that you don't have. All the hooks that you've seen me show, I have in my collection, other than the ones that I said that I didn't, which was none of them actually, except for this one. I don't have the 14 karat gold Oxmoor house in my collection. That's nice, but you know, I got a crap ton of Hero size K's. There's one more. I do have some lacquered aluminum hooks from the 30s already. So, but it's a good find. It's a good find. You don't find them as often as you do the other ones. And the 3H boys, like I said, I didn't have until recently, and now I have. What's my total now? 3, 4, 5, 6? 6, I think, total now. I think that's right, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. What a nice. This is great. All right, I'm gonna go. Super cool. I love talking hooks. I'll show you guys. It's I don't mean it for it to be a history lesson or anything, but I love it. I mean, it's like the greatest next to talking to yarn anyways. See you guys later.